Hey, hi everybody. So I was thinking about life and all the things that we want to change, and I watch all these news articles and things that are going on, and think, gosh, we should be able to be doing so much better at this point, right? And then I also went to the fact that, and here we are on YouTube, and honestly, folks, I think YouTube may be the greatest global think tank going. I think that no government could put together a greater think tank of the plethora of people with talents and wisdom and intelligence that have gathered on YouTube and are focusing on what's going on and waiting for a solution, waiting for action, to take action, to do something other than just acknowledge that there's issues that really need to be changed, and that conscious people at this point should be moving ahead and doing something about it. And so it dawned on me, because I wrote a book on frequency, right? I wrote a book on frequency. Tesla said if you want to understand the core of life, understand frequencies. Basically, frequencies are what everything is when you boil it down to its core essence. There's space and then there's frequencies, okay? And basically, when it comes to frequencies, when you're in chaos and confusion, which I see us in because we're confused on how to change things, it means you're in a lower frequency. And basically, like math, because frequencies is mathematical as well, if you want to get into a higher frequency, you have to raise your frequency, right? And the way you do that, well, there's many ways, but the one that I was like concentrating on was the union. When you unify and you group together, that's why group prayer is so powerful, right? And that's why intention is real, and that's why they're finding in new quantum physics that with the observer principle, that we can actually change matter, that our feelings and intentions actually change DNA. This is new quantum physics. It sounds a lot like, magic, but it's science. Anyway, if we use that, I started thinking, our real issue isn't that we're not unified. It's not that we don't have the power or the intelligence or the ability. It's that we're spread out, fighting different battles. There's so many things, like the drone thing. I can just stop and just fight the whole drone battle because I'm freaked out that Hunger Games are happening in my lifetime in front of me. And but that's not the biggest battle, right? And if we win the biggest battles, then a lot of these smaller battles will fall by default, right? That's what I started thinking. So when they talk about getting unified and focused, that's what we have to do. Like in Iceland, when they changed their whole system, what they did was they took all these different people that all had different feelings, different ideas, different politics, and they made them focus and say, what are your top 3 things that we need to change? What's the top 3? And so they wrote it down, and when they came to a decision based on the top 3 that everybody had agreed on, right? The most votes for the top 3. And then what do? They jailed their prime minister. They put the top heads of their 3 top banks in jail for putting them in debt. They forgave a quarter of the debt. Then they forgave people their mortgages, and now they're doing great. Their GDP, their rise in GDP was better than ours, okay? So there's a different way if we move together, but first we have to focus. So we need 3. So when I'm asking all of you brilliant minds out there, what are your top 3 choices for the things we need to focus on? We need to pick 3, and we need to focus. That's what I'm really getting. That's the message I'm getting. I would love your feedback on this, because I know so many of you are also looking for a solution, and I think the solution is to figure out, prioritize, right? And focus, just like in normal life. So let's prioritize. Everybody, please leave your 3 top things. I've been thinking it's hard. I know no more war and killing, I guess, is number 1 for me. Number 2 would be feed the people, feed and house the people. We have the resources, we have the ability. And I guess 3, eliminate all nukes off the planet. I guess those would be my 3. But what are your 3? Because when we all put them down together, we'll find the top 3 that we all are saying we agree on. And then then we can move ahead in true unity and true intention. And then, yeah, I do think miracles are possible, guys. Anyway, that's my Saturday night message. And please leave your feedback. I would love to hear what you think, and I would love your top 3.